Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me. February 23rd is Anti-Bully Day, so we are going to make this cute little gnome to support that. And we're going to start by making the body of our gnome. We're just going to trace this little circle here. Cut that out. I don't use any exact measurements or certain sizes when I do this, so I'm going to show you what I do the best that I can. And then we just cut out a simple triangle, gluing the good side of our material to the good side. And it's hot. And trim off the edges. And then just turn it right side out there. And then we're just going to take some polyfill and we're just going to stuff that guy right full. As full as you want it to be, I should say. It depends on how big you want it. And then I just glue the bottom and fold the edges down there. And then our circle we cut out, we're just going to glue the edges all the way around, just making a nice little seam so it's not so rough looking. And then we're just going to take that and glue that right to the bottom of our body. And at that point I realized I forgot to put some stones in it for weight, so I opened up a little hole at the bottom and we just poked those back through. This just helps give it some balance at the bottom, makes them sit a little better. And then we just glued that back up. I find these little clips help a lot. They save my fingers some burn marks, that's for sure. And then we're just going to cut another triangle for our hat. And I can see when I tried it, it was like, okay, that was much too big, so I'm going to just cut that down a little bit. And then do the same thing we did for the body. We're just going to glue our good side to good side. And then use a pencil to get the tip of it up. And then I have these foam wires. They are from the gardening section of the dollar store. I like using these for our arms. So I just cut a couple of those out. And then just roll it up in some material. The same material I used for the body and the hat. And we just put some glue on that and just roll it up. And then one more strip of glue to finish it off. And trim that off. And then we're going to cut our beard. So what I do is I just part it so that you can still get your long pieces in there, and you just kind of part it with my comb and then I cut it from there. I like to go with like a V shape personally, but you can make your beard whatever shape you want it to be. And then a little grooming for him. Cut out a mustache as well. Again, whatever shape you like. Glue that right onto him. After a little grooming again first. And then I just had this Polymer Clay nose that I had made, so we're going to put that right on in between his mustache there. And then I got this, it's another wire from the gardening section again at the dollar store. It's got like a rubber coating on it. So I just double that up and I put that in the hat with a little bit of polyfill as well. And then I'm going to cut this pink material and we're going to make some seams along the edge of it the same way we did before. And I'm just going to put that all the way around the bottom part of the hat. And then I wanted to make it spiral up a little bit as well. I just really like this pink with the gray. I thought it looked so pretty, so add a little more. And it's for Pink Day. You can't have enough pink. for the arms, I exposed some of the wire from the inside of the arms, and I put the glue right on the wire and then just poked that right into the body, held it tight till it was cooled off, and then added more glue around it, and that makes them really stable. Same thing on the other side. And then once it's cooled, you can form his arms in whatever position you want them to be. Same as his hat. And then I got this foam that was just packing material from something. It works great for little shoes, so I just cut out some little sole shapes. It's quite thick, so I'd use scissors at the bottom to trim it. An X-Acto knife wouldn't even go all the way through. And then I use the same little foamy rollers for his legs as well. And then we're just going to glue some material just directly to the bottom. I did let it cool a little bit because that glue will melt the foam, so you kind of have to do it just at a right time so you're not melting it too much. It did melt it a bit, but it didn't affect anything. It was fine. And then we're just going to cover that in this gray material. It's a really nice fluffy gray. I really like this stuff. This is all some scrap minky material that I had bought off someone, and it's perfect for these gnomes. I am so happy I got it. And then to do the shoes, I just folded it right in the middle, pinned it down, and then folded the top over, leaving the back part open for where his legs will go in. And the exact same thing on the other side. About halfway through, pin it together, fold down the top. Used a lot of glue with these. Okay, and we're going to just wrap up our legs now. I've used this light pink material for that. It's nice and soft as well. This guy's so soft. And then we're just going to pop our legs right in there. Another strip of glue. And then that same pink material we put along the top, we're going to put that around his booties too. And just a little ribbon for a tie. And then we attach the legs the exact same way we attached his arms, using some pins to hold it in place. Or clips, I should say. And then some fur trim around the sleeves as well to finish it off. And then I got out this nice hot pink polymer clay. So we're going to make a sign out of that. So I just cut out a rectangle shape, just rough. And then we used our clay tools to texture it. I made it look like a wood sign is what I was going for. I gave it some wood texture, and then I carved out "No bullies allowed." And I went over it with some mica powder, just so you could see the letters a little bit better. I like using mica powder on the polymer clay before you bake it. I find it sticks better. So he's all baked up now, and I'm just gluing his hands into place. I'd made hands with polymer clay as well. And then just some pretty little flowers that I got just from the dollar store, just to decorate them up. And I decided he needed to make a little bit more of a statement, so we raised his hands up. It's never okay for bullies. Bullies can be anyone, can be your schoolmates, your workmates, friends, colleagues, your government. Can be anyone. Make sure you stand up against all forms of bullying. This little guy will help you do it. So we're just going to wrap some of that gray material right around his legs as well. We made some little shorts for him. Just kind of finished him off. Again, some more flowers. A little bit of pink mica powder on his nose. And I put just a little tiny rhinestone there as well. Just nice little finishing touches. And there we have our No Bullies Allowed gnome. I hope you guys like him as much as I do. Timing, it couldn't be perfect for this little guy. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe. And much love to you all. We all need it more than ever right now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.